Hello and welcome everyone, it's been Rock39. Today I'm going to be giving an example of how to cook meth without blowing up the meth lab. There is a trophy for blowing up the meth lab on Rats Day 1, which is the same as cook-off, exactly the same, aside from the fact that in cook-off you can just continuously cook meth. You have to send for the ingredients and they'll drop them, and then he brings more ingredients all the time, okay? And the van will leave and come back, and you can only stick the meth in the van when he shows up. And after you've completed 3, you have the option to leave. But most people sit and cook off for days on end, and they'll make meth and lots and lots of money. I'm doing it on Mayhem because it's a little easier and I'm not trying to give myself a hard time. This is simply to show how Bane can lie to you, or I don't want to say lie, he confuses people and then they blow up the meth lab on accident. So the easiest way I do this is, first of all, I go into my options and I make sure that subtitles is checked. Okay, that's important because if you can't hear him, at least you can see what he's saying on the screen. Alright, and now I'm going to just start the heist. Alright, now the assets are important in my opinion because when you're doing this on cook-off especially, it's a long haul. So if you're not bringing ammo and you've got some high damage weapons, you're going to be crying for ammo in the first 15 minutes. The other trick is try not to kill the guards too far away from the house. That way you don't have to run around and risk yourself to go get ammo once you've drained the ammo bag. Now the vantage point, I think that's a trick to get you killed. The floodlights, it's nothing really, but I'll pick everything. I do bring doctor bags normally and first aid kits. This is my Inspire build, by the way. But the build isn't as important as paying attention to what Bane is telling you. Okay, they're out here. So if you don't kill these guys, they hit really hard, like those street cops in some of the other missions. I mean, and I don't bother picking locks here. See, there's ingredients in here. Okay. Yeah, and I don't pick those locks. I simply shoot the doors. And this isn't a bad idea to get some lumber to block some windows. Let's see, some items there. In this truck, I would recommend getting the stuff in the truck and in these rooms first, possibly even in the basement, because things get dicey and you don't really want to leave the house too much. At least I wouldn't. Okay, so now I'm gonna head up in the house and see where the meth lab is. Okay, it's upstairs. Put your hands up. Hector's cooks are dead. We need to do the now I board both these windows up. Some people would rather have one of those windows open. Not me. Okay, so now I'm gonna park my guys where I want them. Let's see, we'll get one of them out here. Let's make it sangres. There you go, you stay there. Now I want to get one of the other ones here on this doorway. And I want to get the other one opposite side. So as long as they're close to the house, I am using an Inspire build, so I should be able to shout them up if anything goes crazy. Both those windows boarded. I don't have to worry about cloakers coming in there. Alright, so he's saying caustic soda. he didn't say wait so you can put it in. Alright? Or sometimes he says scratch that. But that's the whole gist of it. You gotta give him a second to confirm or change his mind. That's all it is to it. Be patient. If you didn't hear it, wait. Just wait for the next one. Because it's better to wait and get it right than to be cooking meth for a half hour or however long it is and blowing up the lab. Now see, I don't usually close that window. I'll board this one up because of the sniper that spawns here and this guy here. Alright, now he's calling for muriatic acid. Let's see if he lies. He says, I think, so it's safe to put it in. The only time you don't want to put it in is when you're not certain. Like right now, the next one I know for a fact is going to be hydrogen chloride. So whatever he says, I don't care at this point. I'm going to put it in hydrogen chloride. Because that's the last ingredient I have. As you see, when you park those characters near the entrances and on this back balcony, see, he said caustic soda, but he's a liar. See, he said strike that, we need hydrogen chloride, but we knew that because we only had hydrogen chloride left.
The process is done. Bag it up and let's do another round.
And let's do one more. And see, this is something else I like doing. Uh-oh. I give them the meth. Okay, so they killed the power to the house.
Shield down. Kill the bitch ass shield.
And I like to turn the lights back on as quickly as possible, but I'm not going to do it recklessly. I don't want to get jumped on when I'm out there.
Kill the bitch ass taser. Punk ass dozer kill.
And I can't be certain, but it seems to me like if you leave the lights off for any extended period of time, it takes that much longer for him to respond to you cooking. I could be mistaken, but it's just that. Okay, so Cloaker got my man over here. I'll shout him up. Ooh wee. Alright, he said caustic soda. Put it in. So caustic soda it is.
What's that sound? Seems okay.
Now see, some folks hate that boarded up window because they can't shoot the snipers over here from upstairs. Alright, he's saying hydrogen chloride. Let's see if he makes a mistake. No, he's saying it's 85% or 84% sure. So you can put it in safely. So we're 6.5 minutes in, and we're about to make our second bag of meth. In order to get the okay to clear it, you gotta make 3 minimum. It would be muriatic acid because that was the last ingredient I had. Okay, now if I don't go and take care of Captain Winters, that could be bad for us because the cops are going to get tougher the longer you wait to get rid of them. And you don't want to give him a chance to really get strong because Captain Winters really screws things up. But as you see, I'm gonna ignore him this whole time. To get one more cook in.
Be careful. They have snipers
But
incoming.
you can shoot him from here. Now that sniper.
Got a first aid kit here.
Usually it's just a one hit for that sniper with this.
Sniper dead.
But because I'm leaving Captain Winters on too long, it's not going as easy as it could.
Sniper down. One less shield.
Slowly but surely, I'm picking away. Now, I don't normally do it this way. I usually run down to the street, but since I'm by myself, okay.
I'm 93% sure.
So that's basically it. You notice I'm waiting for his second comment. I'm not doing it as soon as he says muriatic acid. I'm waiting, and that's all it is to it, really. Just wait for him to tell you, and then wait a little bit longer. It's not even that much longer. It's like a few seconds after he tells you either something different or he says something positive to confirm it, and that's it. Well, I hope that was useful, and it's quite embarrassing blowing up the meth lab. Most people do it and run away. Hell, I've done it enough times on accident because I wasn't listening or someone shouted out something. Just listen to what he's telling you, because I've had an instant where someone said, "Oh no, he said this," and I listened to him and it blew us up. So yeah, pay attention. Avoid blowing up the meth lab. That is, unless you're trying to get that trophy. Aside from that, take care, be well, and good games, everyone.